how does the observer affect quantum reality? Imagine watching a tiny particle dance around in a world where anything is possible. Now picture that just by looking at it, everything changes. That's the strange power of the observer effect in physics. It's a phenomenon where the act of measuring or observing something at the quantum level actually alters what's happening. It's like trying to catch a fish with your hands and ending up changing its behavior just by being there. In the quantum world, particles like electrons or photons don't have fixed positions or speeds until someone measures them. Instead, they exist in a state of probability, a spread of many possible outcomes. Think of it as a cloud of potential places or speeds. When you measure or observe these particles, that cloud suddenly collapses into a specific point or speed. This collapse is what we call the wave function collapsing. It's as if the act of observing forces the particle to pick a definite state. One of the clearest demonstrations of this is the famous double slit experiment. When particles are fired at a barrier with two slits and no one is watching which slit they go through, they act like waves. They create an interference pattern on the screen behind, showing that each particle is passing through both slits at once. But if you set up a detector to see which slit the particle actually passes through, the interference pattern disappears. The particles then behave like tiny balls, passing through just one slit. The simple act of observing changes how the particles behave. This isn't about a conscious mind controlling reality but about how the measuring device interacts with the particle. When the device measures, it disturbs the particle state, forcing it to choose a specific outcome. This interaction is physical, not mental. It's a fundamental part of quantum mechanics that measurement affects the system being measured. Some scientists think this effect hints that reality at the tiniest scales isn't fixed until someone looks. It raises questions about whether consciousness itself might influence what exists. While that idea is intriguing, most physicists agree that the effect is about physical interactions, not mind over matter. Understanding this effect has practical uses too. Quantum computers and quantum encryption relying on controlling these delicate quantum states without destroying their weird properties. Scientists have built tiny devices that can adjust how much they observe, controlling how much the measurement influences the particles. So, in simple terms, the observer affects quantum reality by forcing particles to choose a specific state when measured. Without observation, particles stay in a cloud of possibilities. When measured, that cloud collapses into a single outcome, making the universe seem stranger and more interactive than we ever thought. It's as if reality itself is waiting for us to look before it decides what it's going to be.